Hey guys, how's it going? I haven't made a video in a while. I haven't really had much to make a video about or much to talk about. But I just got this in the mail the other day. This is another clone of this is a clone of the Barebones V2, the trainer version. The difference with the V2 versus the original Barebones is it has bushings. It's a bushing run bally system. Which creates the ability for it to have very little to almost no play. I can tighten the pivot screws all the way down and it still glides freely without the handles locking up or anything like that, which is dope, and always can appreciate that. That's what I look for in a bally a lot of the time. And another great thing about this, probably the best thing, the reason why I bought it, is this is only $45 off of, what's it called? AliExpress. I couldn't find them on DHgate anymore. Someone in the comments once gave me a tip to let me know that I could find clones that Ken Fong had been making on AliExpress. I'm not sure if it's still him, but it's still his background picture and everything of, like, I don't know what it is necessarily, like the kitchen table or something. Something like that. It doesn't have the same name if it is him anyway. Anyway, back to the knife. I do really enjoy it. I've always liked the look of the Barebones. I think it's a really beautiful knife. I love the hole patterns. This blade though the trainer blade here is a fingerprint magnet, which is kind of a bummer. The blade's definitely a different material than the handles too. And speaking of the material, I think it says it's stainless steel, which is the same as the Barebones V2. But I've had the original Barebones before in the past, like the real one, and it feels, this feels a little heavier, and I don't know if it's just because it's been so long since I've handled one, or if it's just because it is actually heavier. But I think it is actually heavier. The thing about the Barebones also is it's a very, it's a long... Hold on one sec, I'll get up my Alpha Beast clone. It's a very long flipper. It has a little extra length to it, and in flipping just a little bit can make all the difference. And you can't really see here, but it's hard for me to see on the camera. I got my sunglasses on too. That makes it a little darker. It is just a little bit longer, but the handles are longer. And the blade's about the same size, but as you can see, the handles are longer. And the thickness of a Barebones is also very odd. I don't know if I can get a good shot of this. Not really. But it's very thin and wide. And a lot of people don't like it for that reason. I don't know if they can't get used to it or... whatever, but once you get used to it, it actually, like, if you give it a shot, it actually feels really good in your hands once you get it all the way you like it, and you start feeling it out. The reason I bought the trainer was for aerials. I'm not very good at aerials. I can do basic ones, but I want to get into some more advanced ones. And I can actually flip way better off camera. It's just very, very hard trying to hold it and get it in frame. But yeah, it feels very weird for aerials, honestly, because of the weight. It just doesn't flow the same as this one. When I toss it in the air, I have to get used to the new weight and the different feeling of it. This is also very, very handle heavy. Try to find the balance point. I don't want to drop it off my porch right now. Yeah, so it's about right there, and I actually like it to be somewhere in these parts, but the balance point is, if I just showed it, if I could have showed it better, is about right here. And I know these look like small differences, but every little bit makes a big difference. And yeah, I usually like it around here, the balance point. So yeah, it's kind of an odd knife to flip, but as far as like this being the clone version versus the real one, it doesn't come as super like spot on as the Alpha Beast clone did. This thing is, besides fit and finish, I mean, maybe not fit, but like finish visual things, I mean, like the anodization and whatever they did to the blade. It's not stonewash, but I don't know what the hell they did to it. Besides those things, this Alpha Beast is exactly the same as a real Alpha Beast, and I'm not lying saying that. It's identical, I feel like. I mean, some other people may be able to nitpick some things apart, but I honestly think it's like the same exact knife as a real Alpha Beast, which is a hell of a deal because this was only $100. But for 45 bucks, I couldn't really pass this up either. I think it's a great knife, and I've always liked the feel of these and everything. They're super fun to flip once you get used to it. It's a really cool feeling, and I like how it's all metal. It has like some springiness to it because of the Zen pins, which is really dope, and that's always good. Anyway, guys, I think that's about all I had to say about this. Oh yeah, there's the one more thing I wanted to touch on, is that it's not like I'm a super huge clone supporter. I mean, I like clones, they're cheap, and you can get something that's really close to the original. But I do believe in supporting the other companies too, when you can, if you have the money, the real companies. And obviously you're going to get a better knife. But right now I can't afford to be spending $500 on knives for myself. I would love to be able to, but I just fucking can't do that right now. So $45 to get something close to the real thing, for me, it's hard to pass up, you know. You can still enjoy flipping, and I don't really feel bad about buying clones, really, ever. But I know it's a touchy subject. I really want to, when I can afford it, I should be getting a better job here soon, so you guys might be seeing some actual real knives. I really enjoy Homs, is what I used to buy the most. I love Jerry Hom's style, and the Spec Evo, I had that before, and that was my favorite knife ever to flip. It felt so comfortable in my hand, and it just flowed so well and so nicely. And yeah, those, if I can afford to get some of those again, I'd like to get those, and I'll make a video on some Homs or whatever else I can get my paws on. But yeah, I should be getting that better job here soon, so hopefully I'll be able to afford some of that stuff. Make some videos on something besides clones. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye.